People have always tried to categorize YouTube videos by what type of content it is, whether it's gaming or tech or sports or comedy or really anything. But I think there are only two kinds of YouTube videos and YouTubers, and that is the real ones and the fake ones. And just so you know, I do agree that, of course, there are niches on YouTube, like different types of content people can make, but I think there's an even bigger divider between different channels. You've probably experienced this before, like say you're watching a YouTube video and it's really entertaining, but at the same time you don't really feel like any loyalty to the channel. It's just entertaining and you do it because you're bored or it makes you laugh or whatever. But then there are those channels, there are those videos you watch that they feel different. It feels like you're really excited for the next time that person uploads because there's something about their personality or their style that really just makes you want to keep watching. This is what I meant when I said that there is an even bigger divider between categories of YouTube videos. Now, there are many examples of YouTube videos and YouTubers that are real versus the ones that are fake, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. I'm just going to be talking about what I mean by real and what I mean by fake when I'm referring to these YouTubers or YouTube videos. I think the cause of this issue is when people don't really love what they're making. They're doing it because it works, because it goes viral. I think that not liking the content you're making can really be dangerous, especially if you're trying to grow your personal brand, because this usually happens in like the entertainment niche with Mr. Beast type YouTubers. It's the people who they make videos just because the videos do well, but you can just tell their personality is exaggerated. It's not necessarily that it's different than theirs, it's just everything about them, they just make it 10 times more. They're louder, they just do a bunch of things that seem good on camera, but it almost feels like you're watching people acting. It doesn't even feel like you're actually watching real people. And I doubt I'm the only one in the world who's ever experienced this or who feels like this. I wouldn't necessarily say that this trend is getting worse and worse of people being more fake on camera. I feel like that was more of a, I don't know, like a few years ago thing. But it could get worse with all this talk of TikTok getting banned in the future maybe. And if TikTok gets banned, all those people are going to be coming over looking for something to fill that gap, and that's a lot of people. There are 834 million TikTok users, and like that's a lot of people. That's going to be a lot more videos or most likely shorts because they're used to that kind of style. But that's a lot of difference that's going to make to YouTube. And I'm not saying that's going to be completely negative, but there doesn't need to be another app just for posting short form content. I feel like YouTube is the only real app where you can actually connect with an audience and make long form videos where you're slowing down and not subtitles popping up on the screen every 2 seconds. And if YouTube tries to conform and just be totally shorts, which I can see that they're already promoting shorts a lot, that's not good at all. I think a way you could fix this is be careful when you're starting on YouTube and don't just do something just because. Actually look deeper into it, not just looking deeper into the niche you want to go into, but thinking, do I really like this, or am I doing it because someone told me it works or because some YouTuber told me it's gonna go viral? And then you pick that niche, even if it's not something that's trending, it's just something that you love to do. And I've said this before in another video, but I think it's worth saying again. Another way to fix this whole personality issue with all these people acting different on camera than they would off camera, it's not because they just try to. Sometimes it's because when they first get on YouTube and they stand in front of a camera, the easiest way to do it is just to pretend like you're someone else, to act different. Because then you're not nervous in front of the camera, you're just acting different, and that can be easier. But it's better to just start off, even though it's really hard, to just talk to the camera in your normal personality. And of course, it won't be your full personality because you're not comfortable on camera, but eventually it will build up to being what the YouTubers you like act like on camera. Some people think that talking in front of a camera is just something that you're born naturally with. But think about it, an NBA player isn't just great at basketball because they were born with that ability. Some NBA players might have been terrible at basketball when they first started. They just practiced a ton and they loved it, so that's what kept them going. So why would you look at talking in front of a camera any different? It takes practice. It's not something that you can do on your first try, just act normal. But Some people do have that gift and some people can actually just talk in front of a camera, but that's rare. And I think a lot of people watching videos and watching their favorite YouTubers, they see them and they're like, oh, they must have always been that way. But they were not always that way. So my main point of this video is just that you can see the difference between fake YouTubers and real YouTubers. I don't want to really use the word authentic because I feel like people have been throwing that word around a ton recently on YouTube, but I just would say definitely be careful of not doing that yourself and to just slow down and think about why you're doing what you're doing if you're trying to make YouTube videos. Well, I know that was a pretty random video, but I thought I'd just make it anyway. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.